Creeposaur from Creeposaur Inc. here, and today I'm going to be doing a little discussion on the new format that we're going to be going into after the new February 8th emergency ban list thing that we had going on. So my kind of view on it is that this new format was pretty much not only created by Konami, but I don't know what to call it, but fabricated kind of thing because they control the ban list and everything. But it was made so that we could avoid a Tier 0 format with the Pepe full strength craziness that they kind of wanted to avoid. I can see why they wanted to do that. Pepe was a very, very strong deck, and if it was at full power for a very, very long time, that could create some bad kind of, I don't know, outlook at Konami for allowing this to be like another Dragon Ruler kind of thing, which they don't want happening because Tier 0 formats have happened before that players didn't really like. So, I really like the fact that Konami is trying to avoid these kind of big problems and avoid these kind of things so that their players will actually start to appreciate them instead of looking at them as like a problematic kind of, I don't know, thing, whatever company, because they like to screw us over all the time. I'm not saying this in a bad way, it's just like they kind of do these things that a lot of the players don't like. Like, for instance, they keep things on the ban list, specifically as I stated in my emergency ban list discussion, which I'll probably put up somewhere like here or here, if editing me remembers later, that this format with the ban list, they did do a pretty good job with it, but with the upcoming ban list, with the finalized version, because again, this isn't the final version of the new ban list, it's just an emergency one for now. We don't know what's gonna happen, but we kind of see what they're doing because of the emergency ban list, and some of these cards like Stratos, specifically Cyberstein, and a lot of cards that were banned, or still are banned, that don't need to be banned anymore because they're not relevant in the format. Sure, we have Master Heroes that Stratos can be thrown into, but Master Heroes aren't really relevant anyway. Sure, they're tier 2 or lower or whatever, but they can still do a lot of stuff, but Stratos in them doesn't really affect anything, which I really wonder why they still have them on there. And other cards that I can't really think of off the top of my head because I can't really like look at the ban list. Sure, my monitor is right there behind you guys, but I don't feel like having to look and edit out a whole bunch of stuff that I don't need to. Personally, the format is looking pretty good. We got Premium Gold, Infinite Gold, which is coming out with a whole bunch of the Cosmo stuff, and a whole bunch of like emergency. We're getting emergency teleport. We're getting 106, which is really, really, really needed for most of the player base. Sorry, someone outside is blowing off their driveway. I don't know who, but yeah, my window's right there. Lost my train of thought, but personally, I can't remember what I was saying, but the format is looking like, oh yeah, I was talking about the Premium Gold. Premium Gold stuff allows for like the 106, it allows for Cosmo, you can get a Dante from it, which is but but the Cosmo stuff is the big thing. Cosmo is a tier 1 deck right now, and I like the way that they're trying to allow players that are like down here in terms of what they can afford decks that are like all the way up here. I know you guys can't see my hand, but it's really, really high up in the air. So that they kind of like meet halfway in terms of that they can now play on the same playing level because they have access to the decks that are on the tier level up here, which I am really, really happy about because I just can't personally afford to just go buy like 3 Dark Destroyers, which is like $300-400, which is ridiculous. I understand that card is very good, but why? And I like the way that they're trying to mix up the formats and just finally allow players to get more of the competitive scene. I know I've been talking about this a lot and stressing it a lot, but it's a very, very smart move because they want to please their player base so that they have a player base. If they don't have a player base, they don't have income. They could have those like kids that come in every once in a while and buy some Konami packs, but that's not going to bring them the big money as the competitive players. So look at it this way. If you are a person who does play, I don't know, high tier and whatever, and spend the ridiculous amounts of money to play it, you're paying to win. Really, think about it. You're paying to win, which in like gaming terms is really cheap way to win when you just buy like their really good DLC stuff just to be better than everyone else. Which is really unfair to those people that could be just as skilled as you are but can't afford to play the same deck that they want to play, which can bring them into the competitive scene that maybe they want to get into or just want to play the deck itself. But yeah, personally, I think that this coming format is going to be fantastic. It's going to have a lot of variety. It's going to have opportunities for everyone with the next coming sets to build very good decks. And personally myself, who played Budget for a very long time, it really allows me as a player, or everyone, to just have access to really compete with these players who can afford to do it. And I am really happy about that. The variety, the budget-friendly, just the ability for players to, you know, just play in general is fantastic. And yeah, I'm just really happy Konami is just working really hard to please their players, and I am just really happy that they're starting to see that they did some stuff wrong in the past. And when I say stuff, I mean quite a bit. Anyway, guys, that is my insight on the video, not on the video, but on the format and everything. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I would really like to hear what you guys have to say about that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, hit that like button as hard as you can, and subscribe to my channel for Yu-Gi-Oh! And gaming videos. And as always, hope you enjoyed.